Hello everyone. Again, this is James, and I'm here because, as you all know, I'm trying to educate each and everybody about this serious problem that is facing us in every corner of the world, in Africa, Asia, America, South America. Every part of the world is dealing with a serious problem that requires you and I to be very careful and make sure that we don't spread this virus called coronavirus. You can watch these videos on YouTube channel, James for Courage, and also I'll put this on Facebook. The reason why I'm doing this is trying to reach as many people as possible, because actually I'm in the front lines of fighting this coronavirus, and some of the simple things that we are doing, they are very helpful. You don't have to deal with a lot of stuff. You just do very few things that can help this coronavirus to disappear. What is coronavirus? They are calling it COVID-19. A virus, as we all know, we have had the name virus before, but there's a whole lot of misunderstanding between a virus and a bacteria. When you have a bacterial infection, there are so many chances that you can go to the hospital and be treated, get an antibiotic, or get any kind of remedies that can cure bacteria or get rid of the bacteria. Now, a virus is dead. It's a dead particle, but it has very unique ways of replicating itself and affecting us, especially we human beings. One of the things that we have discovered about this coronavirus, it originated from an animal. At this time, it's a bat, and it transferred itself from the bat, and then now it goes to human, and it's now possible for humans to infect other humans with this coronavirus. How does it affect you? Or rather, when you get coronavirus, how is it so bad that it's causing people to die? Coronavirus, as we know for now, it affects the lungs, or rather it attacks the lungs. And the virus has certain receptors that are able to connect and mount themselves on the lungs. These receptors attach themselves in the lungs, and they simply affect the functioning of the mucus in the lungs, which is very important, and also the cilia, which is also in the lungs. These cells in the lungs, especially the cilia, they help to clean up the lungs and any debris or any object that comes and stays in the lungs. So it gets attached there, and it taps everything, and then before you know, your lungs are not able to function very well. It causes permanent damage to your lungs. It really affects the way you breathe. You cannot be able to get rid of carbon dioxide, so there will be accumulation of carbon dioxide and fluids in your lungs, to a point whereby you must have help to breathe. You cannot breathe normally. So what it does, you get to the point where you need a ventilator to help you. Now, in this world we live in, there's no country that can guarantee that with all these numbers of coronavirus cases, as they continue to increase, that every human being who needs a ventilator will be assured to have one. That is next to impossible. And that is why you see every government is worried, every authority is worried. So what they're trying to do, they are trying to ask people to do common sense things that are seriously possible to reduce the number of infections that we can have. The first thing you can have is to make sure that you're washing your hands. You sanitize your hands if you're not able to wash with soap and water. And when possible, you must wash your hands. One of the things I'm doing, every time I see either my child, my wife, my friends, my colleagues at work, it is okay to ask somebody, have you washed your hands? If that person have not washed their hands in the last 2 hours, in the last 1 hour, wherever they are, just take them to where they can wash their hands. You are saving their lives. Don't feel uncomfortable in asking people that question. Cough etiquette. Days are gone where we cough the way we want. You must use proper cough etiquette. When you're coughing, use elbow cough like this. That way, in case you had any droplets, which I'm going to talk to you about in a few minutes here, in a few seconds, those droplets are not going to be transmitted from one person to the other. Days are gone where you used to touch your face the way you want. You cannot touch your face. If you're touching your face, you must make sure that you get a hand sanitizer if possible. You rub it in your hands. But that's wasting the hand sanitizer because we're going to run out of them. So the best thing you can do is to avoid touching your face. So if you see somebody touching their face, tell them do not touch your face, because after you have it in your hands, you touch your face, now you have it. Stay away from touching your face. Even if it means you tying your hands with a string, so that in case you need to do something, you remember you have to untie yourself. Do it. You must do these aggressive things. There's this concept of social distancing. You must stay away from people, maybe more than 3 feet. Don't go to crowded places. Do not go to churches. Do not go to shopping malls if you don't have to do that. Do not go to work if you don't have to go to work. There's this concept of the government encouraging people to work from home if possible. Now, your phones. You must make sure that you are really disinfecting your phones. If you have a way of disinfecting your phones, that will be clear. You can take a piece of alcohol, a piece of cloth, put a little bit of alcohol and then disinfect your phones. At home, you must cleanse the surfaces because the virus is capable of staying on hard surfaces for a long, long period of time. What I can tell you is that follow the government directives. If the schools have been closed, do not be upset, do not be mad. These are very good things because what we are trying to do, the government is trying to reduce the amount of people who can be found together in one specific time. Again, I'm a healthcare worker. I know how this thing is bad, but the most important thing is to know that people can prevent this from happening. Thank you. Again, go to my YouTube channel, James for Courage. I'm going to also post this video on Facebook. Try to share it to as many people as possible. The truth is, this is going to affect almost everybody. Almost everybody. Those people who are young, you are lucky because you can be able to fight it. Those people who are old, our senior citizens, old people, we have a problem because we must protect them. That is why when we say do these things, because we must protect these senior citizens. They have done such a good job in creating the foundation. They have raised our parents. They have raised us. So this is our time to protect them. Some of them are weak. They cannot be able to follow these directions, but we must make sure as healthcare workers, as citizens of good faith in the whole world, citizens of the world, you must do the best that you can so that you can prevent this from happening. Do not ignore anything that you are told by your authorities, anything that you know, and do not ignore forwarding these messages. I'm listening to so many people talking about these things, and I like it because these are people who are worried and they want to make sure that people can be educated. Thank you. Have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. I'll keep talking about it. Thank you.